Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Technical glitch with Google's interface. Right, I have to go to a different interface to get the live stream chat window up, which is always fun. There we go, control room. Google Hangouts is going away. I wonder what they're going to replace it with. They haven't actually said it yet. All right, let's see. Hello, Brick Studio. Sorry I'm late. My usual slight last-minute technical issues. Always seems to happen. Oh, what's going on? What have I got? There we go. Right, here's streaming. There we go. We've got bad weather here, which I think is affecting my Wi-Fi. Shouldn't, but it seems to be. I think you are. Hopefully a few more will come in. It's Sunday night, so who knows? I was going to do it last night, but I was too exhausted, so I'm doing it tonight. We'll see how we go. Apparently there are... No, it's just you at the moment. It'll change. There'll be people around. Let's have a look. We'll change it to this one. Big old box. Hey, 2 people. I put it in earlier. I almost cancelled it and saw that quite a few people would actually like the video, which is usually the sign I should not cancel it. Right. Aha. Yeah, I got that the other day. When I got my rocket set, and my eldest daughter was pleading with me to build it yesterday with her, so I let her build it. She built most of it herself. Hey, Carrie's Creation. So it's a fun set. It's really, really delightful. I'm kind of looking at the mechanism, wondering if it can be smoothed out a little bit. I reckon it can be changed a little bit to be a bit smoother, but we'll see. But yeah, delightful little build. I think I'm going to build a new one. Oh, that's a good question, Philip Studios. I have that set to build. That's one of my next. In fact, that's probably the set I'm going to build this week. I'm going to do a build and review on this week. From everything I have read, yes, do get it. JC, I'm hoping I can catch up with you on the long streams. I don't need to actually go to bed, so. And Brick Studios, you spent $25 on it instead of spending 100. Yeah, well, according to the website, it's a 20. Or here in Australia, it's a $20 set. So $25 is not terrible for that at all. But yeah, I can understand why you'd want to, because it's a lot of money to outlay to just get a free set. I know some people don't have any problem with that. On a load of the groups I'm on, some people have, everyone was ordering the Jurassic Park set just before it went live, the second it went live. So I'm not one of those people. I don't have that much money, so good on them. I'm sure they enjoy it. I don't actually like the Jurassic Park set that much. I like it. I'm a massive Jurassic Park fan. Don't get me wrong there, but I don't think it's worth the money it costs. Hey, Gallagade, how are you? I was going to say to you, Gallagade, what was it? I can't remember. I was thinking about it earlier on, going, if you were here, I would say it to you, and I can't remember what it was now. Ah, brick separator. Now I've got like the limited edition color one. Oh, the big decision. Do we use the turquoise or the orange brick separator for this? That is a big decision. Oh, I've dropped a brick on the floor already. Didn't take long. Yeah, I've been really I've been really sick the last few weeks, and I've just not had the energy to do anything like this. Like I'm well behind on my builds. I'm well behind on everything. I've hardly been building any Lego for the last few weeks. So I've got a massive backlog of things, which is why my channel's actually suffered a bit. It had a really good bit of momentum, and I've sort of been punished by the algorithm because I haven't been posting anything. So yeah, but coming back, it's winter here, so that doesn't help. So going into winter, my whole family got sick, and it seems that it hit me the hardest, followed by my wife. My kids all got over it really quickly, actually, which is good. But yeah, we've all had really unpleasant coughs and things like that. So I'm now playing catch up on everything. I am going to get back on top of it and get back to being regular. I need to do another stream with JC at some point, actually, as soon as he's in here. Let's have a look. Right, first one, police officer, surprise. I'm going to build this quite quickly because I don't want this to be a 15-part stream, because otherwise JC will give me lots and lots of stick. I'm not going to show you the minifigures because they are just the bog standard, like, police minifigures. All right, that one's got kind of a cool face on it, but otherwise fairly standard. Yeah, they're pretty good at those Mocs, aren't they? What have we got here? Again, I hope you've been well. And going to Los Angeles. Oh, that was it, Garligan. I had my first kid's birthday party today. And then I've got another one next week, and I think I'm now going into your thing of there's like one every weekend from forever and a day. It should be joys of having kids, eh? Who have we got here? Well, truth be told, JC's not that good at Mocs. He's just good at talking about them. I'm kidding. I think I actually think JC's fire station he just did was actually his best mock today. I think it looks stunning when he was showing me the photos as he was building it, and it just really did look very, very good. So if you haven't checked that one out, I recommend watching all of the build videos for it and the actual end result. It's a really, really good looking thing. I reckon you should actually submit that one to Lego Ideas, to be honest. I reckon it's that good. You want an award for your fire station? Like, was this an actual award by someone else or by yourself? Sorry, that moment where I'm putting stickers on. Hang on, so JC, you won on building automatic. Hang on, you might spend $80 on the 80. I think Philip Studios. If you did, do you follow a channel called the Jackhammer? He actually, I think it was the Jackhammer. He did a really good shopping mall mock recently. It was quite a big one. Looked really, really good. Quite detailed on the inside as well. He did loads on it. the way he actually presented it, I thought it was one where he like built it and then was going to blow it up, but thankfully he didn't. I would have been upset if he had. It was really good. Now, I've got to ask, is anybody else, is anyone else building at the same time as they're watching this? That's always nice to know. And JC, congratulations on winning that award. That was very well played. Proud of you, sir. Yeah, Jackhammer makes some really some good stuff. He seems that he's quite prolific actually. He makes stuff even faster than JC, which is impressive given the speed that JC manages to knock sets out, knock his Mocs out at. Which is a compliment. I wish I could build as fast as him and T Manning, but if anybody hasn't seen that as well, go and check out his partner's got a channel as well. Annie, she does some really quite lovely build videos. Michael's AFOL's building, good to see. Who else is in here? I buy from Bricklink. I predominantly buy from Bricklink. I did actually sort of start doing an order on oh, I thought I'd lost a piece there, but I hadn't. On Lego bits and pieces the other day, but I can't lie, I found it was actually easier to go onto Bricklink, figure out what I needed, and then go back to bits and pieces, and if that makes sense. wasn't easy to navigate. And actually half the pieces I sort of was interested in, they didn't have in stock, so that soon put an end to that as well. All right, I think that might be the end of the, yeah. Okay, first bit done. I'm just sort of building and talking. I'm not really like showing you what I'm building here. There we go. If anyone's not seen it, this is the motorbike that comes with this set. It's a nice little chassis. The rider can't actually sit back where he's supposed to and reach the handlebars, it seems. That is like a nearly an impossibility. Good looking bike though. Shame he can't reach the handlebars. Oh, I love Unikitty. I think Unikitty's great. We watch Unikitty all the time here. I can't lie. I'm actually I'm going sort of working my way through this. I really got shocked. I am a member of one of the groups on Facebook that is a pick-a-brick group, and they basically monitor what's on the pick-a-brick wall here in Sydney, which has been yeah, which is good because there's been a couple of hard to get pieces that have come up on there. So because that's one thing I found. I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but whenever I look at the online bits and pieces site, it never has the pieces I want in stock. Thank you, Gargade, for the bless you. So it kind of like makes it hard and pointless to order. I don't know if that's just because I'm in Australia and they can't be bothered to ship here, but it really is a case of like, for example, I wanted to get some tiles, couldn't get tiles. It was just like the blue-grey tiles, and one that there's like 1,000 that you always need 1,000 of. Couldn't get them. Wanted to get some Technic links. Couldn't get those either because they didn't have enough of them in stock. In fact, they didn't have any of those in stock. Like I wanted like 200 of them and I couldn't get any. So I just usually end up going back to Bricklink to do my orders. It's frustrating. I'd like to order from Lego because then you can guarantee it's new and the right pieces and things. But the other thing I found as well is I end up ordering from the States quite often because no one in Australia has it, or if they do, they never have enough. Again, for example, the Technic link pieces I had to order from the States because no one in Australia had enough. How's everyone else find? So what? Yeah, someone asked the question about where you order parts from. Where's everyone else ordering their parts from? Yep, I've spent a lot on Lego this year as well. Probably need to stop at some point. No, I'm going to be good and actually catch up on what I have to build at the moment before I buy any more, unless any stupid deals come up. Needs to calm down a bit. All right, what have we got here? That one goes there. Yeah, our pad wall has been really good lately. As I said, like if you can find a group on Facebook that shows you what's in your local pad wall, it'll save you a lot of effort. There's a couple of people who maintain the Facebook page here who keep it really up to date. They're really good actually on telling you when events and things are on there as well. So I'm not sure if they actually work there or if they're just like super fans and tell everybody what's going on. You and a few subscribers, Brick Studios. How do I reach so many? To be honest, a lot of it is, there's a couple of things I personally do, but most of it's sort of interacting with, it's combination, it's SEO. Like me and JC talk a lot about like how we optimize the way we write about our videos. So that means like using certain, using keywords and things like that to actually make your video fit into what people are looking for. And then the other stuff we do as well is just like go and interact with the community. Like it's just us being us. We love Lego and we go in and we talk to a lot of people. We go and comment on videos. We try and write meaningful comments as well. It's not just a case of saying, you see a lot of people go onto there and say first or great or anything like that. Like it's actually writing something that other people will think is a good comment. And as a result, they'll go, oh, that's good. And they'll interact back with you. And some of them will follow the link back. Now, you can be like JC and use Russian bots. As he mentioned, he does like the Russian bots. They haven't worked so well for him recently since the algorithm changes. But that's what he's been very successful with. That's how he's managed to grow his channel so quickly. It's not because his content's any good. But yeah, it's one of those things that you're rewarded for being a part of the community as well. Now, I think YouTube's been screwing around with their algorithm a bit lately. Again, I've been talking with JC and a couple of others, and I mean, me personally, my subs keep going up a bit and then dropping back down again. Like there's something wrong, and I'm also getting 2 different reports on what my sub numbers are. So I don't know what YouTube's doing. They have had a big, I did read that they were having an issue with bots recently. So yeah, me and JC are joking. We don't use bots because like I just said, YouTube's been actually actively purging bots, which is a good thing because bots aren't good. Now, what you need to do to get growth on your channel is, I'm going to do some videos on this, and JC's done a couple as well in the past, is you have to do a few things. Like I said, you've got to work on your, hey, Mark from the Lego Rooms here. Oh, hello, what's going on with my stream? As I said earlier on, our weather's a bit crappy here at the moment, which might be why. Oh, come on. Really? I'm not sure if you're getting a choppy one here or not, or it's just me. But anyway, my Wi-Fi is a bit up and down because the weather's crap. But my preview here is saying that Oh, okay. Now I've got an excellent connection. Go figure. What was I saying? Yeah, it's about. So in the world of SEO and social media and things like YouTube, you're rewarded for being being active and actually getting good interaction. And what that means is actually encouraging people to interact with your video. So if you watch, JC is very good at this, and I'm sort of catching up with him where I can. But it's why is my stream drawing up and down? That's very strange. Hang on a second. So strange. Let's see if that comes back. Is it going to come back to life or not? That's the question. Not looking very good at the moment. Oh, come on, internet, don't fail me. I need to get a new router to extend my Wi-Fi down to the back of my house properly. That would help. Yeah, so you're rewarded for being sort of an interactive part of the community and for getting people to interact. So if people interact a lot with your content, you get rewarded for that. And as I said earlier on, a good example of that is, in fact, JC is really good at getting people to comment and interact with his content. I mean, he is a showman, which is true. I don't know why it's dropping out. Let's see if I change. Hang on, I'm going to try from Wi-Fi, see if that fixes it. At the moment, I'm tethered to my phone. Let's see if that fixes it. I mean, a low stream is better than no stream, but it shouldn't be dropping out. Let's see. Is that going to improve or not? No, it's not. That's very strange. I'm really sorry, guys. It was sort of behaving. As I said, they've got a bit of a story. More than you realise. Let's see. Are we going to get back up? It's funny because 1 second it tells me it's a really good quality stream, and the next it's not. See, like that. So 1 minute it's excellent, the next minute it's terrible. This is ridiculous. Get me, Bill Gates. Yeah, and that's it. And it's encouraging people to interact. You know, so when you're doing your videos, like ask a question halfway through, perhaps. It's something, you know, I am not that good at doing that. I need to plan slightly better, but doing that at the end of the video, trying to encourage people to comment on the video and tell you what they think. That's all important little things that really help. All right, if anyone's interested, there's the red car with the sort of boom thing on the back for trying to break into the jail. Let's put that aside. Right, what have we got next? Stream is far. It's gotten worse. How's it gotten worse? tell you what, Australian internet. Yeah, like JC says, that's an important thing as well. People disliking a video is also important. So don't be worried about that one. Any form of interaction is important for your channel. So it tells YouTube that people care, basically. Well, that's a pretty cool hairpiece. I like that hairpiece. Haven't seen that one. The police officer with the hairpiece part of the hat. That's good. Like that one. What have we got here? Now, for some reason, I seem to have a lot of police officers already. So now I've got a load more. Yay! And nowhere to put them. So this set is not actually going to stay put together once it's built. It is going to be dismantled and used for parts, because I did get it on half price special. Well, not quite half price, but I got it cheap. JC, we should do a workshop. We should do one of those. We should do a live stream for the bricktubers where sort of do assessments on people's channels as to what we can, what they're doing right and wrong. That would be, or what we think they're doing right and wrong. It could be interesting. That is something I want to focus on. I was really, I've slipped a bit on my SEO, but I'm picking it up again. But yeah, it's so, as JC said, any form of interaction is good. People going in, commenting on your videos and disliking them is not a bad thing at all. I mean, it means people care or they're idiots, but either way, it still means that YouTube knows that people are actually taking the time to watch your videos. CM Mark, thank you for dropping by and saying hello. Now, I am not going to put some of these stickers on this set because I don't want them on there. Like this one is supposed to have a police sticker on there. Not going to do that one because I want the piece. Now, I am actually going to use parts from this set to go towards building a combined police station and fire station. That will be one of the biggest Mocs I've done to date. I've got a couple of Mocs to catch up on, so that's probably about second or third on my big Moc list. So back to sort of getting traffic to your site as well. What you have to do is think beyond YouTube as well is quite beneficial, because you have to remember that your videos will actually also be, sorry, oops. My wife just tripped over my kid's Duplo box and swore at Lego, hoping the microphone didn't pick that up. Current sample rate is 32. No. Does anyone know what YouTube is going to replace Google Hangouts with? I've still yet to see what they're actually going to use. Whenever you stream, you get 20 dislikes. No, that doesn't sound right. And how many people are in the stream is a good question. Sorry, working back up here. Garligade, you've got 3 of this set. Crikey. There must be a new one due soon. It's quite an old set. Like, it's been around quite a while. Must be, I reckon it's got to be in the next line of city sets or be a replacement for this one. I'm just wondering if it's... They did the Sky Police one, but that's not quite the same. No, they won't cut live streams because live streams make up way too much traffic on there. Yeah, I don't think they'll cut live streams. That doesn't make sense. I'm still concerned at how Cowie's getting so many dislikes. Does sound like something like some kind of bot. Like, it does sound like people are using something unsavory to do that. That doesn't make sense at all. Now, I quite often, well, I don't think I've ever been in one of. Oh, I think I've popped into a couple of your live streams, but I never seem to be in the right time zone for everyone's live streams. It's really annoying. Like, I miss. See you, Brick Studios. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. I don't know. I miss a lot of live streams. Like, even JC's one he does at night. Like, he's quite close to me, but I still miss his streams because I'm in bed at the time he does it. But because he's behind me, good old Australia, I get kind of, excuse the expression, shafted on all of the time zones. I did manage to do well. I get an issue because I've got because I'm in Australia and I have kids, so streaming during the day is actually very hard because I've got little people that need my attention. So although last week I did do a stream with Dr. McBrick, that my wife looked after the kids and kept them distracted while I was doing it, which was nice of her. Bricks on thin ice. Hello, hello, hello. Is there anything else? About 10 minutes are in the stream time. I think it's one hater. There are people who have multiple channels and they do stupid things like that. I just don't get the whole troll thing at all. I don't get how you can possibly get any form of satisfaction from making people miserable or making them doubt themselves or anything like that. It's not nice. It's not normal. I mean, yeah, I don't get it personally. Luckily, I have only had one troll on the channel, and I immediately reported him and hit the block button, so he never came back, which is good. So yeah, if you feel like anyone's a troll or anyone's like bad for your channel, make sure you hit that block button and report them, and they'll soon get told what for if enough people do it. JC, do you have any problem with trolls? I know you're pretty good at dealing with them as well when you do get them, but I've had a couple come on and like try to say really bad things to me, and I interact with them, and you know, you got to say, oh yeah, actually, you know what, you're right, that wasn't the best it could have been, but you know what, here's what I'm doing in the future to address that issue. So have you got any other suggestions? And quite often they'll just like shut down because you've actually gone to the effort of responding to them in a proper way, and they just aren't intelligent enough or interested in that. And if they're really aggressive or carry on being an idiot, as I say, block them. Excuse me. All this talking, my throat's dried out. Quite liking this police car. It's a bit like the set that has come out recently that I believe should be hitting the shops this week. This week? Next week. Next week here in Australia. Once they came in just saying inappropriate thing, it was crazy. Just like, it's so easy to criticize and say horrible things. It's a lot harder to say nice things. It's like, you know, I give an example of work. You only ever hear at work the things you've done wrong. You very rarely hear the things you've done right. Like, how do we change that in society? It's getting deep, but you know what I mean? Like, it really is a case of, you know, I've been working my butt off recently, and the other thing I got told was what I hadn't done by my teammates. So I'm like, wait a minute. I'm doing like 15 people's jobs at the moment. I'm literally doing like 15 people's jobs at work at the moment because we're on a hiring spree and haven't managed to hire enough people yet. So, oh, JC, you're such a JC's a troll at heart, I tell you. I can actually fully, I can believe that, Gargade, as well. It's again like I've got 3 daughters, and I find myself noticing even more. Like I've always been pretty good on spotting like inappropriate and sexist comments, but yeah, I can fully believe that. It's and having 3 daughters, I've noticed it a lot more. Now, if anybody cares, that's quite a sleek police car there. I like that. That looks better than I expected. Now you notice I haven't put any stickers on it because I'm going to use the parts from it. Although I might keep that as a police car because it's a good police car. All right, we are up to bag 3, which is a helicopter, because I needed more helicopters in my city. Don't have enough helicopters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is my 6th helicopter. 6th helicopter. If anybody cares, it's torrential rain outside at the moment. JC doesn't mean that, by the way. He's just trying to get a rise from me. I'll get him back. Now he'll say, I do mean it. No, definitely mean it. I kind of joke about it, but my rain outside, this is true. I have been at birthday party. I've been doing stuff all day with my family, so it's actually sort of nice to sit down and do some building. As I said at the beginning of my stream, I'm playing catch up on my builds at the moment because I'm massively behind on content. You'll notice I haven't been posting a huge amount lately as well because I've been quite sick, so I've been really behind on everything. Like it's like one of those, I've been feeling kind of really down and really sick, so it's sort of the snowball effect of impacts everything. Even building Lego wasn't making me feel good, or the thought of making Lego made me actually miserable for some reason. But gotten through that now, and I've actually sort of realized that, you know, even sitting down and just sorting through some bricks and things really helps. I've actually finally sorted my Lego bricks out, so yeah, I'm feeling better now. It's all good. It's all good. It's all past. Just had to get over it. It's been doing the rounds though. If you watch Down Under Bricks, Dub's had the same thing as me, so we've been talking about it. It's doing the rounds here in Australia at the moment, knocking everybody for 6. That's a cricket term if anyone doesn't know that. What's going on? There are a few friend sets on sale at the Lego website. Oh yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I actually do need to start thinking like that, because I usually just buy stuff and then put it in my collection and part it out. I've got two friend sets, 3. I've got 2 friend sets and one I bought Callie. I do need to actually work on those and improve them, because at the moment they're like those half builds, and I don't like the open back thing. So again, I need to sort of work on the parts I need to actually complete them. The one problem with them is they come with purple, those like purpley color. So you've got the choice of either buying another set or reworking it into a single story and then making the second story a different color and all of that. But I do like the colors they use in the friend sets. I think they look great. I know they're not to everybody's taste, but see you, Carrie. I'll try and catch some of your streams and put the trolls in place. How's everybody else doing? Oh, good luck on your mock contest as well. Sorry. I need to do some more mocks actually. So JC, was it your police station that got turned down by Lego Ideas? Or was it something else? How's your other one doing as well? The Diarrhea Rally or whatever it was called. Is that still going? I haven't checked in on that. I did have it bookmarked, and I've stopped getting notifications on it. The new restaurant actually does look good. You're right, JC. That is a good one. No, that actually looks good. That looks really good. Then there's the other one that looks absolutely awful, which is the supermarket set. It looks absolutely lame. Excuse the expression, but it really looks bad. There's definitely a trick with obviously there's a trick. There's definitely a trick with Lego Ideas though, because like I mean you've got 7,000 subs on YouTube, so you'd have thought like a few of them would have gone and voted for you. But it seems, yeah, it's a bit strange. Like you've really got to get noticed in the right place to get any traction on Lego Ideas. I've seen some absolutely brilliant ideas get turned down, and some absolutely rubbish ones get to 10,000. So, well, that sounds good. Look up the well, I've got it on in a video I did a while back, but if you look up the 2019 Friends set, you'll see it in there. It looks quite good. It's kind of like a Mediterranean restaurant. It's yeah, it looks really good. JC's right. That actually that was one of the better ones. I like the I thought a couple of the theme park rides as well they'd done as part of that was really good too. But they're quite pricey. They're quite pricey. Like the RRP on a lot of them was way higher than I think they should have been. So I don't know. Lego seems to have gotten more expensive lately for some reason. Or at least here in Australia. I mean, luckily a lot of the resellers, like I wait for resellers to buy a lot of the stuff. Now I bought the space station, the space base that I reviewed recently because I had points to use. I wanted the special, and I also wanted that electric motor I bought, which I can't buy anywhere else. So that was why I got that. Oh, missed 2 steps there. Thought I missed the page. Sorry, just backtracking. There we go. That's what I missed. That goes on there. Go into the magical bag of extras. All right, what have we got here? That is the risk with the Friends sets. They look great, but yeah, they do have some quite funky colors sometimes, which is you then sort of have to build around or out if you're going to use them for something else. So yeah, I've got Emma's Art Studio, I think it's called, because I really like the look of that set. But that definitely, as I said, that's the one that's got the open back, so that needs some serious work on it to get the color out of it, so as to speak. And yeah, the restaurant's kind of a bit more neutral. Kind of, it really does sort of sit. It could quite easily be a normal set. There we go, helicopter. And that's bag 3. Okay. Forget how quickly city sets are to build. Right, hang on, I need to get another bag out. Let's just do that. Now, a big empty box. Right, where is it? Number 4. Where is number 4? Where's number 4? This one's a big bag. That one. Actually been really lucky on getting a few sets recently. I've got some absolute crackers in on clearance, which has been very good. Now, I will say I've been slightly sort of mercenary because I've been buying them to use for parts more than anything in a lot of cases. I will build the sets, but I'm not that into the actual sort of how they look. Like an example is I've got the Lockwood Estate from Jurassic World. It's a good. It's got great parts in it. I don't really like the building that you build, but I think it's got good looking parts in it. So that was why I picked it up. I also got it because it was half price. So that is always a bonus. Yeah, so it was down from $200 to $100. So at that point, it became a bit of a sort of a no-brainer to pick up for what I wanted it for. So let's see, what have I got here? I've got that, I've got that, and I was supposed to have one more piece. Where is that? Ah, it's another bag of extras. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to build the garage here. Okay, so that one, that one, that one. There we go. All right, so this bag here is going to build the garage. So it's sort of modular in the way this set's built, that the parts sort of, it comes together to build it. Oh, Garligade, I finally saw the Lego Movie 2. Hooray! And I really loved it. Thought it was a great movie. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I watched it with Joss yesterday. What have I done wrong here? Hang on. That's bag 6. Ah, wrong book. Using the wrong book. That would be why. Not building the garage. Right. Sorted. Got my bags wrong. Sorry. Right. That one, that one, that one. Not those ones. Those ones. Right. Got it. Right. This is the lower part of the offices for the police station. Right. Oh, dear. Hope that wasn't on the. What have we got here? Brick something nice. It definitely wasn't as good as the first movie. It was good though. I did enjoy it. I like the twist at the end. I thought that was clever. Bit Toy Story 2 though. There we go. Doggy and another policeman. So many police in this set. Who would have thought? Let's see how we go here. Oh, okay. Welcome home. That sticker can go on. That's quite funny. The welcome home sticker, which is the entrance to the jail, I'm guessing. There we go. Welcome home. The entrance to the prison cells. JC, I think you need that sticker in your police cell, don't you? A police mock. It's 8:52 a.m. in Michigan. Blimey, it is 5 to 11 at night here in Australia. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to build for that much longer because I am starting to feel that it's late. No, I don't really. This has got these stickers on all the windows. I'm not going to bother with them. I don't think they're necessary. Especially as I'm going to dismantle the set anyway, so I'm not going to use them. That's my call. Sharing that with everybody. I don't think it needs the stickers on. I've used some stickers, but not many. Here is the obligatory coffee cup that all policemen need. I do find it funny that every well, not every, but most vehicles that Lego builds has a coffee cup. How that's sort of become the in joke. Can be flying. I'm surprised they didn't put one in a couple of the rocket sets. Actually, wouldn't put it past them. Excuse me. Suddenly got thirsty. Right, what else is going on here? Mock brick, you could talk about it in one of your streams. Say the restaurant, if I bought it, would be good. Are the stickers on the windows supposed to, I don't really know. They're like these lines. You see them in the picture here. So these ones have got the police symbol. I think they're like those ones where they're designed to stop you like running into the glass. I think that's the idea of them because they're quite big windows. I mean, it's a big window there. So the idea is that you don't smack into it, obviously. Which my dog does at home because he's obviously below where the stickers are. So if he's outside and he tries to come in and the door's shut, bless him, he has a bit of trouble with it. And then the rest are, yeah, these sort of, this one here, the lines with the police symbol in the middle. So I don't know, I might keep them and decide if I'm going to use them in the future, but at the moment, no plans to use them. You do some random things. I'm sure there's some like in jokes at Lego that only the designers will ever fully understand, but they do in every set anyway. Sounds about right. I do like that Lego does their designer videos though. I think that's very cool. I like I think that they're absolutely, their social media team absolutely smashes their content. It's so good. I'm putting more 1x2 green base plates in my city again this week. Tomorrow, I can't wait, and I can't wait to build the Lego space rocket ride also. That's what yeah, JC's done the same thing as that. It's yeah, a good use for it. A good use for it. It's a nice little build as well. It was quite enjoyable. I built it with my, as I said, I built it with my my eldest daughter Joss yesterday while we were watching the Lego movie together. So she was begging me to make it. So I'm like, okay, I'll let you do it. You'll get as much pleasure out of it as me. No, it was good. It was nice building with her. And so much fun. What's the no. You paid at $130 for the set to be shipped to me in the US from the UK earlier instead of waiting. That's I was I was sort of tempted to, because it's been available in the Lego store online for the last week, the last month here in Australia. But I decided to get the rocket because I really like the rocket. But I'm very tempted by that set. I have to say, it's everybody who's got it really likes it. So I am still tempted by it. But it's quite a big outlay for a Lego City set. So we shall, I don't know, I have to decide on that one. Now, I missed a piece out there and there. Those on there. What's that in US dollars roughly? Because I seem to recall looking at it and thinking, yeah, again, it's a bit pricey. I mean, that's why I've been waiting for. There were other sets I wanted, but I'm waiting for them to come into into the main retail stores before I get them, because they'll be instantly discounted, sort of 20% over Lego's price. And then it's end of financial year here in Australia as well. It's $100 the retail price. So yeah, over here in Australia, it's about $160. Which I think is about 105 US dollars. So that's if you pay full retail price. So like I said, I reckon when it hits the like of Kmart and things over here. Now, incidentally, anyone in the US, Kmart here is a good shop. It's not the same as the US Kmart that's on its last legs. They generally, yeah, you sort of take a $100 Lego set and they'll have it for $79, for example. So they generally discount it sort of 20-odd% pretty much straight away, and then they have sales. So it's end of financial year this month coming up. So a lot of them will have tax time sales in a couple of weeks for people who've got their tax returns back to go and invest it in Lego. I will try not to. I'll try and be good, but I can't lie. There's a couple of big sets that if I get a nice tax return, I would have trouble not getting. The roller coaster, the big roller coaster being one of those. Although I do have the problem that I have nowhere to put it at the moment, so that would be a different problem. 60, yeah, okay, so that's going to be again about 80 Australian dollars. That sounds about right. Yeah, tempted. I'm tempted by that. I do like the look of that set. So as JC says, that one actually does look quite good, and I think a couple of the fairground rides as well in that lineup look quite solid. There you go. So there's the ground floor starting to take shape. I'm sort of building and talking. There's not a lot going on inside it yet. So this is obviously the usual problem with city sets, is there's no real detail inside them, which is why it will get stripped back to nothing and then rebuilt into something else. And hence why I'm not putting any stickers on anything. Right, what have we got? That goes there. That goes there. I think I'm going to get through this book, which is bags 4 and 5, and then call it a night, because it's quite late and I've got to go to work tomorrow. And I had planned to cycle in the morning, although I can't lie, if it's still raining like this in the morning, I am not cycling to work in it. Having just gotten over being really, really sick, I don't want to get really sick again. Yeah, I've got a whole shelf up there of stuff I haven't built yet. So I've kind of set myself the oh, and there's a couple of sets over there as well that need building too. So They get 50%. Oh, I don't think it was 50%. I don't think it was that high. I knew Lego people who work in the shops get a discount, but I didn't think it was 50%. Work for us and then spend everything you earn on Lego. Good trick. Good trick. Oh, that's kind of cool. They got the camera on the for photographing the naughty people. So yeah, just hey, you can't really see it very well, but there's the camera next to the computer for photographing the people being processed into the jail cells. Oh, we just lost someone from the stream. Work for Lego, and they could have got me a good deal before November if I would have started my Lego YouTube channel adventure. Are you talking about the hang on, are you talking about this set, Garligade, or the restaurant? You must be talking about this set. That's £65. So the Australian dollar to the UK pound at the moment is about 2 to 1. So £65 is about 130 Australian dollars. Now the actual RRP on this set is $160. I paid $109 for it, so didn't do too badly. Now about 3 weeks after I got it, it was down to $89, but when I saw that price, it had already sold the only one they had in the shop, so I didn't miss out. I didn't mind paying $19 more than that for, or $20 more than that, to be perfectly honest, because it's a good set. It's got a ton of pieces in it, and like I said, I'm buying this for parts as well. I'm going to break it down once it's done, and then convert it into an actual into a mock of my own. So. Yes, JC, as JC points out, that should be done by about 2030 at my building pace before he says it. On the off chance he's still in the stream and hasn't gone away. Yeah, I thought it was more like 20%, not 50%. Unless it's the store workers is 20%, and then the people who work at like head office and things are get higher, perhaps. Maybe that's the case. Has he gone to bed? No, it's still quite early there. I think it's like 8 o'clock in the evening there. It's not that bad. That's why he can do streams so late compared to me, or early, depending how you want to look at it. Thank you all for joining me this lovely rainy night. It really does sound quite miserable outside now, and luckily I walked my dog before the heavy rain started, so the police station, all right, it's got to be retired soon because it's been around for ages, this set, hasn't it? It's not my imagination. It's been around for, it seems like the eternal Lego set at the moment. It just like never goes away. Are you gonna like start a channel or anything, Garligade? Like, because you know you say you do all this work, but I never actually see anything you do. Are you on Flickr or anything like that, or Instagram? I confess, I've never actually looked on those for your channel. So maybe I will go and check. If you say you are, I will go and find them. It's way too big for my time. Yeah. But this doesn't fit, like the layout, the footprint of this doesn't fit in my city either. I've got to do a city update. I haven't done one recently. Hey, GJBricks City, how are you? I think I've actually made the decision that I'm going to take out all the road plates from my city and change them into and start using or gradually, not all in one go, but I'm going to start using brick built roads instead, because I'm finding the road plates, there's so much space I could use, and if you use the road plates you end up with like a 12 wide pavement, which is ridiculous. This isn't America, no offense to everyone in America there, but you know, in Australia our roads are a bit smaller unless you go out to the rural towns, but in the city and things the streets are smaller. Right, where does that one go? So yeah, I'm sort of leaning on the idea of going to going down the path of brick built. I don't have a huge amount of road, unlike someone like Dr. McBrick, but yeah, I'm thinking. I've just been looking at it recently. I was talking to Kaz as well, because Kaz over at Blockhead UK, she doesn't have any. She doesn't have any roads in her city either, or she does, but the ones she does have are brick built again. So it seems like a good way to save space. Can you cut your road plate down? Don't. Cutting Lego. Oh wait, I cut Lego. No, I don't think it would. I don't think it would work very well, to be honest, because because of the printing on it and things, it would only work for certain shapes. Like the corners and things would definitely not work. It's so hot, you have to clean the pool. Mate, it's like 10 degrees here in Sydney. It's pretty cold here today. Did go to a kids' party earlier on. The kids had a lovely time. Had a bit of drama when they got back. So they were given these little garlic girl. I don't know if you've ever had this problem, but the little take-home bags they were given had these little tiny heart-shaped sweets in them, about probably 8 mils across. And I was outside doing something, and my wife was feeding the baby, and we weren't paying attention to, you know, the kids have never done anything like this, and they're 3 and 4. Callie decides to stick one of the sweets up her nose. Like, she managed to get it literally all the way up her nose. I can't lie, I was quite scared. Luckily, my sister-in-law is a pediatric doctor, and she told us exactly what to do to get out. It's called what's it called? A mother's, what's it called? Oh, good Lord, I forgot the name of it. It's called a mother's blow or something like that, where you like pin the nostril that it's not in, and then blow in their mouth, and it comes shooting out. It literally did come. It was terrifying, but it worked. Like, it worked amazingly. So that saved us a trip to ER. Thank goodness. Didn't really want to go and do ER on a Sunday night, especially not a rainy Sunday night. No one likes doing ER, but when you've got kids, you do sort of have to worry about these things. That's the story of my Sunday. I just thought I'd share that with everybody. I've got a lot of parts left from this. I swear those yellow pieces should have been used. You know, when you get to the end of a section, you look at it and go, I'm sure that part shouldn't be spare. But definitely is. Definitely is. Unless there's a screen I missed while I was talking. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. No. Didn't do the front yet. No. Sorry, just backtracking. Just checking to make sure I didn't miss a stage. I'm fairly certain I didn't. No, it must come in a minute. Okay, so done that, done that, done that, done that. Okay, right. I hadn't missed it. The pages were stuck together. Yeah, well, it's made me yeah, it's made me think twice about what goes in them. I can't lie, especially when they're young kids. That's the trouble. It's like so many kids with allergies and things as well that just got to be careful. But I mean, you can't be responsible for that if the parents aren't checking it properly. Maybe like you need to get like parents to sign a disclaimer when they come to the party. In the event of this, this, or this, I will not be held liable. There we go. This the so here's the lower 2 floors of this building done now. We'll now open bag 5. This is the last bag I'm going to open tonight. I need to go to bed after this. That gets me through bag 4, book 4 of the instruction manual, and leaves me with 2 left. I think that's a pretty good number. This one's a little bit smaller as well than the last one. That's good. Hey, Felicios, how are we? So how is everybody today? Julian's Brick City, it's very hot, but you do live in Perth, and it does get hot over there. Do you actually have winter in Perth? Thinking about it. That's actually a genuine question. Do you have winter in Perth? Right, what have we got here? So, just doing a quick brick sort. There we go. Alrighty. Now we're going to build the helipad. I'm I'm pleased with the parts selection so far in this. It's good. Oh, that's terrible. They can treat the nut thing now though. Like there's a way to help people get over their nut allergy. My wife has an adult onset nut allergy, and yeah, we were sort of looking into it for her. Thankfully, none of my kids have an allergy to nuts. I tested this by giving them nuts. No, really, I did. But it's one of those things. Like if you avoid it, they don't really know if you're actually, some allergies you're born with, obviously, but that one's one of those ones I think you can actually, if you nip it in the bud early enough, you can actually get through it quite easily. And there's a way to treat it now as well, where I believe they actually give you like, it's like how vaccines work. They give you 75. What's that in centigrade? Sorry, I work in centigrade. For anyone that wonders, Sydney does actually get very cold. Well, it was actually there's actually snow about 3 hours from my house at the moment. So gives you some indication. It does get cold in Sydney. Now, where Julian's Brick City lives, he lives on the other side of Australia to me, and it doesn't get cold there. It just gets hotter and hotter. I think. Are you Julian's Brick City? You're Perth, aren't you, Julian's Brick City? See, so we're in winter at the moment. So I was talking to Mark at the Lego room today. He goes, "Oh, my channel's going into its summer lull, its summer slowdown." I said, "But it's winter." Julian's in Germany. Oh, okay. Whoops. I'm thinking. Oh, who am I thinking of? There's another Julian then who follows me, who's not in Germany, who's actually in Australia. I apologize, Julian. Sorry, too many Julians. See, I haven't been streaming for a while, so I've forgotten where everybody is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 24 Celsius. That's a nice temperature. It got to a whole, actually middle of winter, it got to a whole 14 degrees here today, which wasn't so bad. Can deal with 14 degrees. All right, now here's where I have a problem with Lego City builds, and that is on each of these floors, there's these computers, and there's a door here, and there's another door about to go here. But you can't walk in and go anywhere because someone's put a desk across the corridor. Like, thanks, Scarlegate. So, you know, how do the police officers have to like bungee off here and then walk up or something? Or what's going on? I don't remember seeing any stair pieces in this set. Am I being a bit nitpicky? Maybe I'm being a bit nitpicky. It's an interesting coffee machine. Always good to see how people build coffee machines. I did build a coffee machine into my Hogwarts Express recently. Which I was quite pleased with, but a couple of people said, "Oh, that's a different way of doing a coffee machine." It was my way of doing it. It was an espresso machine. It reminded me of my machine I have here in my house. Actually, that is a point. Yeah, there's just no realism in these city sets. That one's a really weird one because that's not even a door on this one. Yeah, I had high hopes. I've got the city hospital there, and that was a good set. Like, there's a lot of scope for improvement on that set, but I like the sort of modular approach they did with that one. I actually have an alert set up on one of my on one of those websites that tells you looking for prices coming down, because I'm still very tempted to get a second one of that set to build out a bigger building, but I don't feel like you could do that with this one. It is very much a doll's house, as you say. It's definitely designed to yeah, for that kind of play. Which makes perfect sense when you consider the target audience. I am not the target audience. Although I am a large child. As my wife will attest, she has 4 children. 3 daughters and a husband. JC's mock on it was really good. Yeah, he's good at that. I need to remock mine. I'm going to change it around. I like the set a lot, but I'm going to change it definitely. You've got 20 in the UK. That must mean like the central line, all of the London Underground shut down, and everybody's complaining it's too hot now, and the usual story in the UK. I know, I used to live there and I used to be the same, because it's just not designed to handle the extremes of weather. I always found it funny that the central line, when they upgraded the central line back sort of in early 2000s, they designed all of the carriages on the trains to have air conditioning, but they can never actually turn the air conditioning on them, because if they did, it overloaded the power grid. So it's a bit of a design flaw. It's a shame. I'm probably going to get the new fire station. I like the new fire station. I think it's quite a good set. I'm going to get it for parts. I'm not going to keep it intact. I'll get it and build it, but it's a nice set. Like, it's actually it's grown on me a bit. It's quite different to what they've done in the past for the fire station, which isn't a bad thing. It's good that they're mixing it up. and it's got some really good parts in it. I like the new fire truck that's coming out as well. The little sort of pickup truck style one. Like it's very much like an Australian. I think when I did my video on the upcoming sets, I said it's very much like the kind of thing you get here in Australia, because we have what are called utes, which are basically pickups, and it looked very much like one of those. So that's I wouldn't like to be the pilot landing on that one. Oh no, wait, that's not the helipad. What's that? Ooh, strange. What have we got here? So we've got rounded front there. Oh, it's got a nice finish on the roof. I think I skipped a page again. Half Brick Films, how are you? I'm doing my first. It's my first proper live streaming. Actually, I did one with Small Bricks with Dr. McBrick last week. That was fun. I love Dr. McBrick. If anyone hasn't seen Dr. McBrick's channel, go and check it out. He's really good. Lovely guy. Good friend of mine now. I really like him. Hopefully, I get over to the States at some point. If I get over near his neck of the woods, I will definitely be going to say hello. Right, what have we got going on here? Oh, I forgot to put that seat in. It's trouble when you're building and talking, you miss things. The pickup truck's acquired already. Good. It comes out here next week, or in a week's time. So I'll probably go and pick that and the fire station up together and try and get a bit of a deal on it. But yeah, I think they're both good sets. I like it. I've got a couple of other sets. I've got the City Combine Harvester as well to build, but where I had originally planned to use that in my city, I've actually sort of decided I'm going to commandeer to extend my theme park area out, because I've got something I really want to do with the theme park now. So that kind of changes things quite drastically there. Oh, that is where the helipad goes. Crikey. That's strange. I would not like that. The helipad looks a bit flimsy. I wouldn't like to be the helicopter pilot landing with, like, just sort of hanging off the edge there. Yeah, I know Lego has good clutch power, but I don't know. I think that's pushing it a bit. That actually shows how old this set is. The pictures on the back there show this, and also on the back you've got Lego Worlds January 2017. I believe that has been retired already. I just spotted something I didn't do right, so I'm going to go through and fix that on every floor now. Try not to destroy the whole thing in the process. No, I've got sort of a couple of things. I need to send an email to the BrickTuber guys and get them all on track. Everyone's been sort of so busy doing their own things lately. We've got a bit out of sync, so I'm going to send an email to get everybody back in sync. We have got a build plan that I think most people agree with, so I'm going to get that sorted out and try and do something a bit more kind of like everybody in the network doing a build together. And we've got a couple more people as well we want to bring on board too. So it's just everyone's been really, really busy lately, which has been a bit of a problem, especially got poor Vicky's out on her own because we can never get her. She runs her own business and she's a very busy person, so she's been like trying to get involved in the streams but can't, and everyone's time zones have been a bit off and people have been traveling and things, so it's why we haven't had many streams recently. But we're working on fixing that. So anyway, I'm going to call it a night there because it is 11:30, which is longer than I meant to. There is the main office building of this, which is pretty cool. It's quite empty on the inside. When you look at it there, it really is. It's a lot of building for not a lot of interior, but you know, it's a good foundation. There's lots of good parts in this already. I can see how this is going to come together. Tons of windows. Now, I actually realized the other day I don't have many windows, so this is the example of that. Speaking of trolls, there we go. We just got one come in. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night there because it's late. Thank you all for joining me. We'll call it a night there. Thanks for coming in, guys. Really appreciate you joining me for this build. I hope you'll have lovely days ahead of you or nice evenings ahead of you, depending on where you are. And you have nicer weather than we have at the moment because it's not very nice. And I will talk to you again. Hopefully I'll try and get back to my regular Saturday night streams. And I'll see you again in the future. Here we go. The woodshop t-shirt. Hey. Thanks for those who joined late. Hope everybody enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, guys.